everyone, and welcome back to the channel, Shelly's Millions. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I am going to go over the latest California EDD unemployment news release with you guys. The big major change that I think you guys might not know about, because I didn't know about it, is that starting March 1st, the call center, how you're going to call the EDD to reach a customer service representative, they will be closed again on the weekends, and their hours Monday through Friday will be 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. With that said, I'm going to actually put myself in a little tiny corner and scroll along, and you guys can read along with me for the rest of the California EDD news release. In the latest California EDD news release dated February 11th, 2020, Employment Department issues unemployment insurance disability insurance updates. Sacramento. The California Employment Development Department today provided updates on the state's unemployment and disability insurance programs, including information about the 1099-G tax forms sent to those who collected unemployment compensation in 2021. EDD provides a Form 1099-G to those who received unemployment insurance, paid family leave benefits, and some types of state disability insurance collected in place of unemployment insurance. Unemployment compensation, including the federal extension of benefits and stimulus payments added to the unemployment weekly benefits, is not taxable at the state level, but it is taxable at the federal level. 1099-G forms are sent electronically by mail and posted to individuals' unemployment insurance UI online accounts. Individuals can always access their 1099-G online by logging into UI Online and clicking Payments, and then selecting the 1099-G link. And guys, that payment section is up at the top section to the right of UI Online Home, to the right of Certify, and it has the $ icon. So first you'll select that to get you to that payment activity section. EDD posted a Form 1099 video. So did Shelly's Millions, with information about how to view, print, or request tax information regarding UI benefits for up to 5 years without having to speak to a representative. Individuals who received a Form 1099-G from EDD and believe the information on the form is incorrect should call 1-866-401-2849. I'm going to read that for you guys again. That's 1-866-401-2849 to speak with the EDD. Those who suspect fraud involving a claim filed in their name can visit Ask EDD and select Form 1099-G to report the fraud, or call 1-866-401-2849. So once again, that's 1-866-401-2849. For more information, visit EDD's tax information webpage or access EDD's one-page guide for information about the Form 1099-G. Guys, let me know in the comments down below, do you want me to go over that one-page document about the Form 1099-G, and I will try and do that for you. Processing unemployment claims and helping customers. Following the end of the federal benefits program last year, call center volume has fallen dramatically. Calls into the unemployment insurance call center are down 95% from January of 2021. 1.3 million calls entered the call center last month, down from 27 million in January of 2021. Evening call center demand is down 47% since November, and weekend volume has significantly decreased. In response, EDD will be shifting the call center hours to weekdays, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., beginning March 1st. EDD staff will continue working 7 days a week and shifting the weekend focus to resolving claims. Call centers were open weekdays 8 a.m. to noon before the pandemic. Verifying disability insurance providers and blocking fraud attempts. EDD continues to confirm that most of the disability insurance medical provider accounts it flagged as suspicious were fraud attempts. EDD has filtered out the compromised medical provider accounts and verified the few provider accounts who were legitimate. Approximately 600 providers have cleared ID.me, or 2% of the tens of thousands of provider accounts that the EDD suspended as suspicious. EDD's priority remains verifying and clearing legitimate claimants. EDD is now continuing to verify claimants associated with medical providers whose licenses were used fraudulently by an identity thief. To date, about 5% of the claimants provided an opportunity to verify their identity through ID.me have done so. In addition, EDD resolved approximately 10% of the suspect claims not associated with suspended providers. These low response rates to EDD's request to verify information continue to confirm that most flagged claims were likely fraud attempts. Fraud attempts are not necessarily financial losses. EDD will continue providing updates as data and information is confirmed. Verifying employment or self-employment per federal requirements. The Employment Development Department continues reminding those who received Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, PUA, of the federal requirement to submit documentation showing work history before the start of their claims. EDD sent approximately 1.4 million notices by email, text messages, and through UI Online to PUA recipients, reminding them to submit documents to prove employment or self-employment as required by federal law. The notices being provided to claimants include individual deadlines for providing documentation or obtaining an extension of time. EDD acknowledges receipt of the submitted information and then follow-ups with a communication indicating whether the document was sufficient. And guys, I just checked with Ginny Silver today. We know she submitted correct and acceptable documentation way back in November. She still has not received that notification that her documents were approved. So we're all operating under the no news is good news on that subject for now. This confirmation is mailed as an additional instructions DE 238 form with language confirming the documents submitted substantiate that the claimant was or planned to be employed or self-employed before the start of the claim, and no further action is required. Nearly 30% of recipients have responded so far, and the majority of those were found eligible. In addition, many claimants had already proven their employment status, such as those who collected PUA in 2020 and provided their 2019 wage information to obtain more than the minimum weekly benefit amount. So some of you have been asking me why you haven't been asked to upload documents if you were on a PUA claim, and that might be why. If you were already receiving more than the $167 minimum weekly benefit amount, it's possible that you already supplied them the information that they needed and that you don't need to submit documents at this point in time. Additional notices will be mailed in the future to all those who have still not responded to EDD's email, text messaging, and UI Online notices. So they haven't started mailing out those requests yet, but sometime in the future they will. The California Employment Development Department is not collecting federal pandemic program overpayments at this time. Instead, the text message, email, and UI Online notices are the first place of a multi-step process of notifying and reminding claimants of federal requirements before any collection effort would begin. EDD provides guidance on the PUA self-employment and employment documentation webpage with this information. Working with federal partners on overpayments and waivers, California and every state in the country recently called for better guidance on when states must recover overpaid federal benefits during the pandemic. Last week, the U.S. Department of Labor, the DOL, issued a new directive that details when states can waive the recovery of overpayments under the CARES Act unemployment compensation programs. EDD is carefully reviewing the 40-page federal directive and will provide further information in the future about how these scenarios and information will apply. Further details about that process will continue to be posted on the EDD website. EDD is not establishing overpayments of federal benefits at this time. Instead, EDD is continuing to verify claimant eligibility before any overpayment notices would be issued. All right, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching Shelly's Millions. Weeble's still giving out 2 free stocks when you use my link to sign up in the description down below. I'm still going live every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. and Monday at 9 p.m. if you still have questions about your California EDD unemployment claims. Thanks for watching Shelly's Millions. I'll see you next time.